Hey my Squidlings, it's Katie here, and I hope you're having a squidlicious day. So for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the Turner Acryl Gouache. These are acrylic gouaches, and what that means is that it is opaque like gouache and acrylic, it's matte like gouache, and it doesn't reactivate like acrylics. So it's basically got the best of both worlds, and I find that they're really fun to play with, and they're great for underpaintings. So if you want to do a gouache painting or something and you want to do an underpainting first, I think these are great because they won't come back up. Plus they flow really well in water, so technically you could use them as a watercolor substitute if you really wanted to. So when you first open it up, you can tell that the top of the lid is actually a palette. Then when you turn it to the side, you see that you've got 11 different colors plus a palette cleaner, which is pretty interesting. It's also got 20 milliliter tubes of white, a cleaning cloth, and a color mixing guide of 120 different colors. So basically you find the color you want, and it tells you on the back what ratio. So for instance, for this color it is 4 sky blue to 1 violet, and then it's got some paint brushes, so it's got 2 flats and 2 rounds, and these are some really high quality paint brushes. Then we've got a plastic ruler, and I find it's handy, but it's not in inches, so you want to keep that in mind. So now I'm swatching them out, and you can see that I am doing a swatch from pure pigment to like lightened up with water, and then underneath is just a swatch of the paint itself. And we've got some really vibrant colors. So as far as light fastness is concerned, they are all 2 stars or more except for violet, which is considered a fluorescent color. So if you want something to stand the test of time, you probably shouldn't use the violet. You could mix your own with this set though. I mean, it comes with a ton of colors. All of the tubes in this set, aside from the 20 milliliter tubes of white, are 11 milliliters, and it has 219 colors in this range. So this is just a small set compared to, you know, what you could possibly buy open stock. As far as I know, you can only get these at Jerry's and Amazon. Jerrysartarama and Amazon, at least in the US. European countries and Japan have it more easily accessible just because it's made in that area. I'm holding a coloring contest right now to where you can win free original art if you pledge at least $1 on Patreon, and I'm going to be drawing winners for the art raffle soon, and that is to win a free commission. So all you gotta do is pledge at least $1 to be entered in both. Of course, you've got to color the coloring page to be entered in the coloring contest as well. But anyway, if you want to join that, please click the link on the screen. It would greatly support me and the channel, and of course you get a chance to win some freebies, and plus you get rewards too. So what's not to love about that? Of course, since it has the addition of the mixing cards, these do mix really well together, and it's kind of nice to have a color chart to where if you want to mix a specific color, you can just kind of flip it over, and it kind of teaches you a little bit of color theory. Of course, if you already know how to mix colors, you know, you can totally ignore this, but it's handy for a color that, you know, you maybe wouldn't know how to mix. Maybe you haven't learned it yet. Of course, with mixing comes experimentation. Also, I think these are some really nice vibrant colors, and they hardly color shift, which is something that's really great. They do a little bit, just as all acrylics do, but it's not very much. Another thing I really like about this is that the pigment info and light fastness can be found on the tube of the paint, so it's complete transparency as far as that is concerned. And they're not chalky. Yay for non-chalky acrylic gouaches. I don't know, I can't stand chalky paint. And they do dry relatively quickly, just kind of like gouache and acrylic both do. This set, for everything that you get in it, is relatively affordable. In the US, you can find it from $22 to $30. I don't know what it is in other countries, but I do know that it's really affordable here in the US. and I honestly think this is a fantastic starter set if you want to get into acrylics especially. This is a little bit like gouache. If you want to experiment with actual gouache, I definitely would buy some gouache, but if you want to get a feel for how acrylics work, this set is fantastic. With that, I will leave a link in the description below to where you can purchase the set if you are interested. I do want to let you guys know though that I did buy this with my own money. So these are a dream to use. They just glide across the canvas and it's so great. You don't have to fight it, and I just love it so much. And of course you can water it down with water if you want to get a thin wash. You can paint it on straight thick if you want to get something thicker. These are really fun to play with, and the vibrant colors just make it more fun. Of course you can mute them down if you want, but as a girl who personally loves to paint vibrantly, these are amazing. As far as I know, you can buy them open stock, and you can also buy the mixing chart, but I'm not quite sure if you can buy the other pieces to this set separately. Lastly, I'm just gonna kind of talk about the things I really liked and the things I didn't like. So the paintbrushes are really good quality. I was surprised because everything in this set seems to be of good quality, even though I didn't pay that much for it. And that's something that I really appreciate. And the paintbrushes didn't shed, and I tried, like I pulled at those hairs trying to get them to shed. The cloth is washable, so that reduces waste, which I find is a very eco-friendly kind of thing. And you know, of course everything comes in the one plastic package, so you've got everything all together in a carrying case if you want to like slip it in your bag or something. I think it's not super compact, but it's not a bad size, and I just like how everything fits together. Plus you get a lot of colors, and you get a chart that mixes pretty accurately. So basically what you got on the paper of the mixing card is what you're gonna get on your canvas or panel or whatever. I love the fact that there are two whites, because if you paint in acrylics, you know that you're gonna go through white like nobody's business. And I just think this is a really convenient set if this is something you want to get into, especially because it's not expensive. So if you don't like it, you won't feel bad for pawning it off onto a friend. So anyway guys, I hope you liked this review. I hope you found it helpful. I hope it helped you decide whether you want to try this set, whether you don't want to try this set. I had a lot of fun with it, but you know, that's just my personal opinion. If you want to be a part of our cute little squid pod, you can hit the subscribe button down below, and there's just a little bell next to it that if you click that, you get notified on when I upload new videos, and I upload like 4 videos a week, so you don't want to miss those. Also, if you want, you can follow me on any and all social media. I will have them linked in the video description. So anyway guys, until next time, toodaloo!